Picture this, you're a hungry bird. You've spotted a juicy, slow-moving caterpillar. Easy lunch, right? You dive in for the kill, but in a fraction of a second. That harmless green tube transforms into a venomous pit viper, baring its fangs and ready to strike. You back off. You don't want to die today. But here's the kicker. You were just punked. That snake was nothing more than a few ounces of soft tissue and a very clever paint job. Welcome back to Animal Lover Planet. Today, we are peeling back the skin of the natural world to reveal its most sophisticated con artists. In the wild, you don't always need to be the strongest or the fastest. Sometimes you just need to be the best liar. We're diving deep into the world of Batesian mimicry, an evolutionary chess match where the weak survive by wearing the masks of the wicked. From insects that sound like death to larvae that look like dragons, we're counting down the most terrifyingly brilliant disguises ever evolved. Meet Hemeroplanes Triptolemus. To the untrained eye, it's just a drab, sphinx moth caterpillar. It's slow, it's nutritious, and it's essentially a walking protein bar for predators. But watch what happens when it's poked. This isn't just a vaguely snake-like look. This is high-definition deception. The caterpillar mimics the eyelash viper. It even mimics the way a snake's eyes reflect light. But why does this work so well on a US audience, or rather, the birds in the Americas? The science of fear. It comes down to evolutionary psychology. Most predators have an innate avoidance trigger. Research shows that birds have a hardwired fear of triangular heads and forward-facing eyes. The caterpillar doesn't need to be a snake. It just needs to trigger that danger circuit in the bird's brain for 2 seconds, long enough for the predator to fly away in terror. It even performs a false strike, lunging at the predator despite having no teeth, no venom, and no skeleton. It's the ultimate bluff, and it's not alone. Across the globe, from the papilio swallowtails to the hawkmoth larvae, the snake mask is the gold standard for staying alive. If you saw this in your backyard, you'd probably swat at it or run away. Most people see yellow and black stripes and think one thing, wasp, but look closer. This is the hoverfly. Hoverflies are completely harmless. They don't have stings. They don't have venom. They spend their days drinking nectar. So why the tough guy outfit? This is the classic Batesian mimicry model named after Henry Walter Bates. Here's how the scam works. The model, the wasp, painful, aggressive. The mimic, the hoverfly, delicious, defenseless. The dupe, the predator, a bird or a human. The son of terror. It's not just visual. Hoverflies have evolved to vibrate their wings at a frequency that mimics the low-frequency hum of a hornet. On Animal Lover Planet, we call this the multi-sensory con. If the bird isn't convinced by the stripes, the sound finishes the job. Think about the risk for a predator. If a bird eats 100 hoverflies but gets stung by one wasp, the negative reinforcement is so strong it will stop eating anything with yellow stripes forever. The mimics are essentially stolen protection. They are hitchhiking on the reputation of the wasp. Not all mimics are visual. Some are audio engineers. In the American Southwest, the rattlesnake is the king of leave me alone. But have you heard of the gopher snake? When threatened, this non-venomous snake flattens its head to look triangular and vibrates its tail against dry leaves. To a hiker or a coyote, that sound is a universal stop sign. The gopher snake is banking on your fear of the rattle. It's a chemical and auditory bluff that works nearly every time. Now look at the owl butterfly. Those aren't just spots. Look at the pupil and the iris. When this butterfly sits upside down, it looks exactly like the face of a great horned owl. Why an owl? Because owls eat the very lizards and frogs that try to eat butterflies. It's the enemy of my enemy strategy. The butterfly is essentially wearing a I am your boss mask. You might be wondering, if mimicry is so good, why doesn't every animal do it? Because nature has a scam detector. This is a constant evolutionary arms race. If there are too many mimics and not enough real dangerous animals, the predators realize the threat is a lie. If a bird eats 10 striped flies and never gets stung, it will start eating wasps too. This is called frequency-dependent selection. For the disguise to work, the scary animal must always be more common than the fake one. But here's where it gets scary for us at Animal Lover Planet. Climate change is shifting where animals live. If a mimic moves north because of rising temperatures, but its model, the scary snake or wasp, stays south, the mimic is suddenly wearing a costume that no one recognizes. It's like wearing a Halloween mask to a business meeting. It just doesn't work. The animal kingdom is a world of smoke and mirrors. From the snake-mimic caterpillar to the hoverfly, these creatures prove that intelligence isn't the only way to outsmart a predator. Evolution is the ultimate designer, crafting masterpieces of deception over millions of years. The next time you're out in the woods, or even just in your backyard, look a little closer at that bug on the leaf or that lizard in the grass. Is it what it seems? Or are you being lied to by a master of mimicry? If you love uncovering the secrets of our wild world, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community here at Animal Lover Planet. We believe every creature has a story, and some of them are better than a Hollywood thriller. Which mimic blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments below. We respond to as many as we can. Until next time, stay curious and keep loving our planet.